morning, and it is morning in my part of the world. But I wanted to give a preamble to this video because I like to do that at the start of each video. And you can see I'm not at the airplane. I'm not in my flying duds. But I want to give you a little preamble before you start this video so you know where you're going, where we came from. The day before, which was June 8th, we were trying to get from Garden Valley, Idaho, up to Kelowna, which we did. And then we were going to go on to McKenzie, and we were going to RO in at McKenzie. McKenzie is down at the southern tip of Williston Lake, which is about 150 miles long, nautical miles long. And that's impounded waters of the Peace River and the Finley River. And it's just a long, straight lake, very narrow, and it marks the start of the Rocky Mountain Trench. That was our plan on day 2, to go up the trench to Watson Lake, to stop there for some nostalgic reasons, take some pictures, and then press on from Watson Lake. Watson Lake, very historical airport on the Alcan route, especially during World War II. And after that, to press on from Watson Lake and go over to Whitehorse for our next RON, remain overnight, for those of you who don't know that little acronym. And we were going to follow the Alcan along that way. The Alcan is a great route to follow. However, in my case, and with my airplane, it's a little long and boring to go on over to Calgary and Edmonton and then start up the Alcan from there, and the scenery is not as exciting. So I elected to go Garden Valley, Kelowna, McKenzie, RON, and then we're going to go McKenzie, Watson Lake, put a little fuel in if we needed it, and then over to Whitehorse and RON again. That was going to be day 2. Didn't happen. So now day 2 is Kelowna to McKenzie, McKenzie to Whitehorse. So we bypassed Watson Lake so we could make up what we didn't get done on day 1. So that's where we're at. The first leg, Kelowna to McKenzie, very benign, beautiful, low altitudes, rolling hills, lots of forests, slow moving rivers. Fraser River goes by Prince George. Kamloops, Williams Lake, Keenel, Prince George, and then on into McKenzie. Started filming that out of Kelowna. None of the audio worked, so you're not going to see anything on that lake. Instead, what you're going to see today is the route from McKenzie up the trench to Fort Ware, and then from Fort Ware, we kind of leave the trench and head cross country, cross mountains, and head on over to Teslin. And Teslin's on the Alcan. And once we get to Teslin, we just follow the Alcan on into Whitehorse. I think you're going to enjoy the segment. I'm getting a little better on my videos. And so I think I can keep it going. If I can quit talking now and get you onto this video, I think you'll enjoy it. Anyway, thanks for joining me and watching the video. And when you're done, if you like what you see, if you have any positive comments, please let me have them. So I'm getting a little better at this. I got a long way to go. But God bless, and thanks for joining me.
We're on. We're up off out of McKenzie. We're climbing through 9. We're going at 10.5. And we're going to Whitehorse. Got it all loaded up. TJ's got it all programmed. Their autopilot's in charge. We're going to get a little tailwind going this way. The weather's coming into Whitehorse. It's also up and around Watson Lake. Looking like a 5,000 foot overcasts are broken at Whitehorse upon our arrival up there. And then it's going to get worse for the remainder of the day. So we're just in front of most of that system coming in, 1,000 feet to go. good that we hustle up there and get her on the ground and sort things out at 0 miles an hour. So, here we go.
Yeah, we'll get another weather update on their forecast when we get to Whitehorse and see what they think tomorrow.
Right. So, I'll take a little video here of what we're looking at, the trench. And I don't really think you're going to get a good perspective here with this. Not the right camera for that. But the trench is called the trench. As you can see on the right, over there we got some mountains, and what they're calling the trench heads up this direction. As you can see the Williston Lake right there, and we're heading 305, 306 degrees to the northwest, and the trench with the high terrain on the left and right side runs north up here for about 200 miles. And it starts to peter out and goes into the boreal forest around Watson Lake, so the trench goes away, kind of flat out there. All right, let her run.
Well, that works good. 47 minutes, and we'll see. Or whatever.
Fort Ware.
Fort Ware. Let's go right at the tops of these.
Now, over the water here, it's not building up like it is over the mountain peaks, so that makes sense. Now, this is as TJ said, this is a big lake. I'll take another picture of it here. Big lake. So we run up the trench here. Very few opportunities to put the airplane down, but there are some emergency fields. And there's no service, of course, up here, but you can land. We'll have out the iPad.
And that'll give us a better feel for where they are at.
So these are all the emergency strips. There's one coming up here. Got a runway, 5,800 by 60 feet, gravel. Anyway, but it, Ospika. Good old Ospika right there. And then there's Fort Graham. Okay. What we'll do is leave the battery on, but we'll turn off the film. So just punch the top button till the light goes out, please. So we just passed Teslin. Oh my goodness, look behind us here. Look at that lake.
Nice lake.
There's Teslin Airport right there.
Yep.
That's good. So TJ and I have been running at 12.5 above the clouds all the way up here. Occasional excursions up to 13. And big breaks in the overcast, so get in touch with the ground here every now and visual with the ground. Oh, this is gorgeous over here. Big lake going up.
There's another big lake over there. Is there a big lake over there?
Yeah. So we're letting down. The VFR going into Whitehorse now. We got the ATIS for Whitehorse. Just nothing but trees and lakes and rivers and the Alcan Highway. Pretty cool. So we're beating this weather system into Whitehorse. That's
Okay. Okay. You qualified it.
Well, yeah, I qualified it. Yeah. So that's been our concern coming up here, as we know what's coming ahead. The altimeter at Whitehorse is 2964. So we're pretty sure there's rain coming. We may be stuck at Whitehorse for a while. Well, at least for 24, 36 hours. But anyway, we're not fighting the weather going to Alaska. We're enjoying ourselves. That's a nice little break here. So pretty out. So we're S-turning here to lengthen out our pattern. I got the power back and do not want to shock cool the engine. Because I know who's going to have to pay for the next one.
Plus, we wanted to get us all the way back to the lower 48, too.
Right. So up at 12.5 and 13,000 coming up here, we've been doing about 13 gallons per hour. So we're just sipping on the gas. So we're
Looking better, looking better. Where are we at? About 7,000.
all right, here we go, a little rain shower. Underneath the majority of the clouds, about 4,000, 4,500 broken at Whitehorse. We are currently, 50-something miles out?
Yeah, I got 55 right now.
All right, so we'll just level off here at 65. And ride her in.
That's not a good way to phrase things, you know.
Didn't like that, huh? Okay.
Like when I was in pilot training, I had one of the classmates was called Prang. Was his last name.
Prang was his last name.
Yeah, that's all.
Oh, that's special.
Yeah. Nobody wanted to fly with him.
Want to go to 3,200. Wagon 55 Yankee 5 to the southeast.
55 Yankee, roger. The left-hand downwind for 14 right will take you over the downtown area, and you can just report when you're passing and beam the tower over downtown next. You're number 2 for runway 14 right.
Report passing the tower on left downwind 55 Yankee.
Yeah, the traffic's on short final there.
Take us over the town. All righty. So the airfield's on a little bit higher bluff there.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I see the guy touching down.
Yep.